What is up, guys? We are back with another video. And sorry if I look crazily burnt. It is because I actually got a sunburn recently. Very cutesy. It's called forgetting your sunscreen when it is 80 degrees outside and you have to run around. Anyway, what is up with Instagram and K-pop? Now, I am on Instagram, right? Go follow me. The real palm underscore seed on Insta. You know, we have fun. But like, what is going on? So for those who are not aware, K-pop needs to be promoted, quote unquote needs, right? As in kind of here, that K-pop idols promote themselves, right? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube are all very popular, but I feel like as someone who's used all of those things, I do not currently use TikTok though. I just lost interest. It's probably because it got like really hard to use for some reason for me. But anyway, as someone who uses all of those, Instagram is a very special place for K-pop groups. And there's two sections to it. Besides the normal stuff. The normal stuff is like videos about like their releases, right? You know, the new album, the new comeback, right? Little funny dance trends. Like, didn't the Stray Kids just happen like the AI Scream challenge? That thing, right? We know. A lot of other groups do it. You know, we have P-pop, J-pop, K-pop, the works are all on Instagram, all right? It helps you find groups. But how do groups draw that attention is the big question today. And that is what we're going to get into. The Instagramification of K-pop. And P-pop and J-pop. Now, my big one I would like to start off with is there's like two big sides to this beyond the normal stuff. And this is what I like to call promoting but not debuting.
I'm burning hot, hot. Not gonna get copyrighted by Les Seraphim because they have so much money. Bonnie and Clyde, yeah, I'm burning hot. I don't even know what the lyrics to the song is.
And this mostly consists of groups that are hella popping on Instagram or whatever, but they haven't been debuted. And my thing is like, that's not an issue, you know, you gotta promote pre-debut, but like, y'all are doing anything but debuting.
Is it Stacy? Not gonna get copyrighted.
And I'm not like against this, because you know, get that bag, king, queen, girly pop, whatever. I'm really not like a hater, but
bombastic side
that bag by doing what your job is, you know? And now I'm not hating on this at all, because like I said, get your bag, you know? But like, y'all be doing anything but actually debuting. And I think it's, well, first of all, money. We all know social media, you make money off of like any promotions or anything, you make money. Instagram, unlike YouTube, there's like no monetization automatically thing. You just can start making money at some point. Like, there's not that much of a complex thing. But also, you make money through promoting, right? The world revolves around money. So if you're a pre-debut K-pop group that wants to get hype, why don't you promote? Yes. Promote your upcoming debut. Promote your members. Do that little member introduction thing, right? Draw up the hype and stuff. But what happens if you draw it out too long? And that's actually a big question. Some big groups don't really, the only one that's coming to my mind right now. I think I have like two. Some big groups on Instagram that are nonstop promoting, but not actually doing anything are Vise. It's a co-ed group. It's similar. I think it's from the same group, like company that probably made Rise. Names are very similar, okay? Right? We get that. And then there's also Get Your Charm, I think that's what it's called. It's something with a charm in it. And these groups, they play into the fact that they're like nonstop promoting, never actually debuting.
is it? Where the is it? I swear to God.
But I think seriously? We want to hear your music. Gone are the days in K-pop where you can get away with making just good music. Now you have to promote. And you might be like, oh, promoting's a breeze, but is it really? I will notice, pre-debut promoting is like such a big thing. Like, but we've seen this in the past that it goes too far. For instance, Baby Monster YG's thing, right? They were big on the pre-debut promoting, but they draw it out. And at some point, people lose interest in your group. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna wait like 6 months for a group to freaking debut when they're just constantly posting TikTok videos. Like, I'm not gonna wait for that. I want your music. I want to know if you're talented. And that's why I think groups that just spawn out of thin air probably perform better. Now, I would like to notice that this P-pop group, I've seen it a lot on K-pop, but this has happened in P-pop. There's this new boy group. I do not remember the name of it because I do not have it like written down anywhere. They're on this trend, and so that's why I'm kind of scared that this is slowly getting into other entertainment things. Now, this boy group, when I first saw it, I actually thought it was a K-pop group because they're all like attractive, and so I'm not like, I think they have music, probably, but like even this P-pop boy group are hella on the promoting side, and it's not even necessarily connected to their music very much so. Like, a lot of it's just TikTok trends in order to get clout. And this is what I'm saying. The entertainment companies just want to make money, right? The idols just want to be well known so they can make that money and so they can live a decent life. But the fact that they're putting their artists to such a kind of low of not actually putting out music, but kind of just being the Korean version of like the Bop House, Team 10, Hype House, all of these just like content creators that happen to be together and make TikTok trends often. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be that person, right? And I don't feel like a lot of these people do like either, because they're taking away time from actually practicing for their debut to stand in front of a camera and do TikTok trends, because these these accounts are posting very regularly, and it is not the best. And now, I'm not against it. Just show us that you can sing and dance at least. Cause another group that does it is like that freaking thing that came from the TikTok one, right? It's not Are You Next? It's whatever the TikTok survival show is, right? That's another group that aren't debuting. They're just promoting. And that was a while ago. I'd assume you'd be able to get out an album within like 3 months of a survival show at most. Side-eye Kelly Kim, you know, you feel me? You feel me here, right? And not much of a complaint. Not much of a complaint from me. Just suspicious. They're milking the content cow with these Instagram things. And I think honestly a lot of K-pop fans are just like, seriously, just fucking debut already. Okay? No, that one's not a complaint. I just felt like touching on that just by being like, yeah, this is going on. And it's not the biggest thing. All I know is it keeps coming up on my freaking For You page. Like, I do not give a shit. Drink water and eat food. I'm not actually drinking water right now. Now, this is the more harmful part, but like, K-pop age. We all know it, right? You've got to be young, pretty, handsome, fit, talented to get by in K-pop, right? This ever-growing industry that is constantly getting larger. But at the same time, it might be getting smaller. Yeah, recently I was reading a couple of articles because I'm really into the rabbit hole of all this shit. And apparently, not many people are wanting to become K-pop trainees. You know, that's insane, right? But yes, this is like the big question, right? And ageism, we constantly want younger idols. We're used to idols from the 4th and 5th gen are debuting at like 15 right now, like probably younger. And this didn't really happen before. Y'all want to see some ages of debut? Like, what? Pablo SB19, this is P-pop, 24. Stray Kids Matinee, when they debuted in 2018, was 17. 21 was their oldest member. Like, now the girls debut young. Of course the girls debut young, so they gotta be pretty. But like, even back then, they didn't debut that young. Like, Irene from Red Velvet, what was she, 22, 23 when she debuted? And she got by. They're getting by because they're talented. And so what is happening right now is K-pop companies, especially smaller ones, are rushing to debut younger, fresher talent, like preteen, just so they, even if they're not a crazy talented, like, they can get by off of their looks, right? No one is criticizing them by calling them too old. They do not have to prove themselves, because they can always improve before they run out of juice by the time they turn 25. And so this is what I'm bringing it to. Why do we keep debuting K-pop girls and guys younger? You might be like,
Palm, seriously? Like, this has been overused so much.
but like, I have a different point to it. I don't know, I have a unicorn. About Instagram, right? My big complaint here is, why do K-pop groups, and I think there's some group, I think it's a P-pop group on Instagram that I've been like watching nonstop reels of because they're so interesting. It's a boy group. But like, why do we keep displaying people's ages, what year they were born, on the screen? And one big factor of why they keep debuting people younger is for shock value. Yeah. I get it, because everyone wants a young, talented idol, but why am I seeing 2011 and younger constantly appearing on my feed?
A little glass dish in the microwave.
Got it.
2011. You're an 8th grader, I think. You're like 13, 14. Go back to school. Did your parents actually let you become a K-pop trainee and now almost freaking debut? Because this group has not debuted yet, even. At 14? Your brain hasn't finished developing. Your body hasn't finished developing. You haven't even hit puberty. And you're out here in the Korean entertainment industry, probably one of the toughest entertainment industries to survive in, let alone thrive. Like, it's a struggle to even get out of there without an eating disorder, body dysmorphia, bullied, like self-harming issues, depression, anxiety. Like, it's impossible to escape that. And yet, you're out here at 14. You should be focusing on taking a freaking iLearn, your PSAT. But you're trying to debut in the newest boy group or girl group. And so, this little side eye here, this didn't really happen before. As someone who is a big fan of 3rd and 4th gen K-pop, I guess, yeah, 2nd also, our youngest idols, Nikki came out in Hyphen as a diva debuting at like 15 for a male one. Like, that was like the most shocking thing it is. But like, I've seen girls be announced in a group that were born in 2016. You're 9. You're 9. What? And this connects to the entire thing of it is all for shock value and money to debut a young group. They really do not care. Now, they want to leech all the money, of course. And you can leech more money from younger idols by, like them maturing, them running out of speed. But also, like, what are we going to pay attention to? A group that debuts with all adults, no minors, that has decent music. They're all like 18 to like 20 something. And they're just a regular group. They're talented and stuff. Or are we going to pay attention to a group that is just as talented as them? Like, not like anything crazy or anything, but has a 13-year-old on their team. You're gonna notice a 13-year-old because you're like, why the hell is a student that should be in middle school performing? And so that's what I'm saying. The only reason they're debuting it is for shock value. Like, it shocks me, you know, dude. Like, I'm crazy shocked, right? We saw this in what? Eunice, Seowon was crazy young when she debuted, and that was like a shock to everyone. But she had talent, and I'm not against young people that have talent. Because you probably do have talent if you're gonna end up debuting. But also at the same time, your age overshadows your talent. So would you rather be called the talented one of the group or the young one of the group? You ever thought about that? So yes, you're gonna debut younger people, but when you're entering preteen, teenagers, barely teenagers, you know, people who balls have not even dropped, they haven't hit puberty yet. Is it really worth it to ruin a kid's childhood just so you can make a little bit of cash? That's what I'm saying. Is it? I don't think it is, but I just felt like pointing this out, you know? Also, I realized in the clips that I'm probably going to show, that's mostly this one group, but like I saw a bunch, but I only ended up recording a couple, and they all happen to be this one group. But like, it's all for shock value. It is. Also, one thing to be noticed is the fact that the birthdays actually have nothing to do with the video.
Get on the glass. The glass.
It's literally just there. Like, one of them is about talker versus listener versus confused, and there's just their birthdays. We do not need to know that someone was born in 2011. It's shock value. It is shock value to get you to go, oh my god, they're debuting a 14-year-old? That's insane. It really does not matter. Age does not matter. Just know that that boy is not fully developed and that he's probably not mentally correct in the brain. Now, not like as in like, oh, they have depression or something. Just know that they're not fully mature and that they aren't necessarily like know what their ideals are. Like, they're not fully functioning. Your brain does not fully develop until you are 25, and that they're putting these like very harmful ideals inside a young person's brain. So keep that in mind whenever you like or comment and you're like, oh, he's so young, but he looks so mature. Just know what they're facing backstage. Even when they are just 14 years old, they're being pushed onto a bunch of beauty standards and things that 14-year-olds should not have to worry about, okay? But yeah, seriously, it has nothing to do with the video. And this is, of course, coming from someone who literally no one can guess my age. I kind of do want to know in the comments. Leave your guess of how old I am. I want to know if I look old or if I look young. That's always one of my goals, is to be agely ambiguous, I guess. Just keep that thought in your head. Anyway, that is where I leave you today. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you want more of this like type of commentary video rather than my normal reaction stuff, and subscribe to become a seedling. And as always, bye to see you. Have a great day. Bye.